Hey guys, Hiking Hinkle here. So today we're up in the White Mountain National Forest in upstate New Hampshire, and we're doing a really special hike today. Today's hike is not so much about the destination, but rather the journey to get there. So we're climbing up Mount Adams, and the trail we're going to take to get to the top of it is through a path called the Subway. Now the Subway is some amazing rock formations where you actually have to climb through all these tunnels made by the boulders. So it's gonna be some pretty epic hiking, some pretty epic outdoor climbing, and I can't wait to show you guys. So today we are hiking with my lovely wife, Nicole, our friends Stevie,
hey,
and our friends Lenny and Amarilis.
hello people.
So let's get started and get on with it. So the path that we're taking today is we're starting at the Appalachia Trailhead down on the road, and then we took the airline trail a little bit into the woods onto the short line trail. We're taking that all the way on up till we get to King's Ravine, and then once we get on King's Ravine we should find the off trail that leads to the Subway. Now once we finish the Subway, we should be able to get back on King's Ravine and do the optional Ice Caves loop, which is another fun bouldering experience. Now from there, we're going to continue down King's Ravine all the way to the summit of Mount Adams. Still just taking short line and up towards King's Ravine. The area ahead has the worst weather in America. Many have died there from exposure, even in the summer. Turn back now if the weather is bad.
Underline that.
The weather is looking pretty beautiful today, so we're gonna keep going. So our trail is back down there where those guys are. But we found this little detour. If you look out this way, you can see where we came from way down there. But the real treat is if we look this way. Look at that. That's the top where we're going. And the Subway is somewhere up there to get up on top of that ridge line. It's gonna be insane. we found the portion of the King Ravine Trail that we're going to take up to Mount Adams in this direction. And like 3 feet away from that sign, just to make sure we are on the right path, Lenny found another sign that says subway through the caves rejoins the King Ravine Trail. So here we're gonna go through this like mess of boulders over here. It's gonna loop on out and rejoin the King Ravine for us to summit all the way up there. The sign for the subway says go through the caves, and you know, I thought that would mean like through a little rock outcrop somewhere. No, apparently it wants us to go down into the depths of the earth here. So we're going down into there. Let's hope there's a trail on the other side. So we're down in that little cave right there. Now, what you can see is this cool little section. Like, look at this. There's just a whole network of little caves down here that we're actually hiking through. So the path out here is a little confusing. It's kind of like a create your own adventure boulder field. Like we can see Lenny's on top here, Amaryllis is like emerging, and Stevie's down there in a hole. Like right above me. He's over there. And we're just chilling up here. So Stevie's trapped over there. We're on the path here, and there's no good way to connect. That's the fun out here. Just look at what we're dealing with. So now the path's going through this cave. You can see an arrow there. That's very helpful. That's the first one we found of those. So we got to this portion here with our arrow. It wants me to fit through here. We're gonna attempt this.
Crawl. Oh, hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I've been better.
So we just came out of the subway, out of there, and that was the harder route. If you wanted to, you could have taken the elevated route over here to go over the top of all those boulders we just climbed.
That seemed fun too.
It was a lot of fun. But now we're back on the King Ravine Trail. We're gonna hike up that way towards the top of Adams, and we're gonna do the ice caves along the way. So the subway trail is a lot of fun. One thing to note though, for the future, if anyone wants to try it, is the trail markers are quite faded and hard to read. So some of them are white and red, some of them are yellow, and you kind of just have to keep feeling your way along. Like, make sure you always find your next trail marker, and eventually there should be arrows helping you through the caves so you don't get too lost. So here we just got to the junction on the King Ravine Trail to go through the ice caves loop over past this rock this way. Let's see if we can get a little better picture. Here it is. This looks like the ice caves. So this is another thing that's kind of like the subway. It's reported to have ice all year. So we're gonna see if we can find some. We have found none yet. We will keep you posted. So in this section here, between the rocks, it's a much cooler temperature. If we look down here, we can see 2 patches of ice. And it is early September on Labor Day weekend. So the ice caves live up to their name. there is ice here year-round. Right there, we just came out of the Ice Came Sloop, and now we are back on the King Ravine Trail up to the top of Adams. So this part of the trail, as we get closer and closer to the top, it is just straight up all these boulders. You can look down right there. That way back there is where the subway was. And we have a lot of up left to go. The struggle is real, guys. Like, look at those stone slabs. Jesus. Just for reference, that boulder right there, that's the size of some small houses I've seen. Made it! That right there is the AMC Madison hut. So it turns out last time I said we were coming up on the summit, that was not it. That was just getting out of that crevasse on the King Ravine. Now we're truly coming up on the summit of Mount Adams, half a mile later. And here we have just come upon the AMC Madison hut up here, where you can get a hot meal and spend the night. So we were originally going to take the airline trail, but that's steep as hell. So Valley Way, here we come. 3.8 miles to the car. So we're gonna take Fallsway to get back to the Appalachia Trailhead via the falls. Because look how scenic They are. Overall, we ended up hiking 11 miles in just about 10 hours. The subway trail has to be one of the most unique trails I've been on in the Whites. Climbing down into the ground and going through the system caves adds a new level of complexity and fun into the hike, and I strongly recommend trying this route if you're in the area. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a like. Subscribe for more future videos, comment down below any hikes I can do, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.
We're locked in.
So today we are up in the White Mountain National Forest in upstate Vermont.
No.
And to
No.
oh,
Start over.
oh, one-handed, not working.
With the tripod. How will he do it?
What is in your pack?
He's planning. He takes a rock from every cave we go through.
I have 3 liters of water, the water filter for us in case we fuck up.
Do your inventory on the other side. I'm wasting films.
I'm trying.
You're going head first?
We're flipping. Oh my god, knees crack.
Wow, I thought that was rocks.
No, that's my knee.